fucking gist, don't you? Now then, it's Dan Dixon from Dan Dixon Music, and welcome to a new episode of me and my guitar. We're going to be talking about this guitar here. It is an Ibanez. The model is RG420HPFM. This is a guitar I've had for about 4 years. Yes, 4 years. I got this guitar when I was 30 years old on my 30th birthday, and I was just I was actually in Norwich at the time, and I went for a little wander round the town because I was actually looking for drumsticks, funnily enough. My absolute darling soon-to-be wife bought me an electric drum kit for my birthday, and I was just having a wander around Norwich like on the day of my birthday. Went out for breakfast with my partner and like her friends and also my friends, and like I just decided to go to the music shop because I wanted to buy myself like some spare drumsticks for my drum kit. Not you know, thinking about getting any guitars or anything like that, but like, you know, I bought the drumsticks and I had a wander around the shop and I saw this guitar. It immediately struck me and I was like, damn, that is a one swagged out Ibanez. That is very swagged. Very golden looking, very nice sort of flame top. Lovely colours, like red's my favourite colour, so seeing this like that, yeah, it just really, really took my fancy. So, of course, I had a go, and I was just completely blown away by how awesome this played and how it sounded. And to be honest, like, I hadn't had like a sort of super strat style guitar for a long time, and I was kind of craving like having a Floyd Rose bridge again and having something like, you know, to shred on. Like, this is my E standard shred guitar. Like, if I want to play along some Metallica or Power Trip or anything like that, just doing any sort of any of that sort of stuff, that's what this guitar was for. And yeah, I was shredding on it and stuff at the guitar shop, you know, my 30th birthday. I already had a beer at that point, and I was really enjoying my time on this guitar. He was like probably like egging me on to like get it. He was like, go on, it's your birthday, treat yourself. And then I went for it there and then, you know. Do you do installment payments? Yes. Let's go then. You're gonna have to be patient with me because I'm going to get the specs up on the PC. Introduced by Ibanez in 2020. It's an Indonesian made guitar, and it features a flamed maple top. As you can see, it is very nice. What I like about it is that it goes from red to yellow, and then it sort of flips it on the headstock, so it goes like yellow to red, which I think is quite cool. I think it's a really, really nice touch. It's a Niato body, bolted onto a roasted maple neck, which is the Wizard Free neck, I believe. 24 frets on a Jatoba fingerboard, and for a long time I thought this was just like a rosewood fingerboard because it just looks and feels like one. But yeah, Jatoba. There you go. I've never heard of it before in my life, but you know, quite different woods to regular, and I wonder if that has anything to do with the weight, because this guitar is heavy. Like, it is pretty damn heavy. It's almost like a Les Paul. Like, I was so surprised when I picked it up at the shop. Like, he literally gave me it, and I was like, whoa, holy shit. So yeah, this is a heavy, chunky guitar. We have got a Ibanez licensed Floyd Rose. We got a coil split right here for going from humbucking into single coil. Got a volume, one tone. I never use the tone. I just don't use it. 3-way toggle switch, and 2 Damasio's. This came stock with Damasio pickups. The bridge is a tone zone, and the neck is an Air Norton. And I'm not fully familiar with Damasio pickups, but these sound good. These sound really, really good. Probably not as like as mighty as my bare knuckles and the other guitars, but they do sound really, really great, and I like them. And I don't think I'd ever swap them out because like they've got like their own sort of characteristic, if that makes sense. But and just like standard gold machine heads, and yeah, truss rod adjustment up there. I don't like truss rod adjustment up here. I like it down here, but we can't always win, can we? I've done like a couple of modifications to this guitar. So first of all, I replaced the block on the back of the Floyd Rose, and I have this brass one here, which probably added a bit more weight, to be fair. Like the stock one that was on before was actually like too big. Like it was actually grinding against like the back plate that was on here, and yeah, like every time like I was moving like the Floyd Rose, it would just like grind up against it. So I put this brass block in. It's a little bit shorter, so like if there is a black back plate on here, like it doesn't, you know, grind up against it or anything like that, and it just gives it a bit more heft. Also, the other modification I've done is I installed this tremory on here, which is a game changer for me. As fun as Floyd Rose guitars are, you know, doing dive bombs and stuff like that, going crazy with like the whammy bar and stuff, like they can be a pain, and the tremory helps with that. Like for instance, like changing strings like is an absolute pain on a Floyd Rose in my opinion. Like usually I do it one string at a time, and even then it can still be like quite a tedious task, making sure all the strings are in tune before locking it off, and all of a sudden you lock it off, you're out of tune again for some reason, you have to start all over again. But it just makes like tuning a bit more stable. It helps with drop tuning and all that sort of stuff. Also, another example is doing like double stops, like when you're playing like guitar solos. So if you can hear there, this string here is perfectly in tune while I'm bending the other one. And usually guitars without a tremory, they will, like this string will just go out of tune, it'll just fall flat, and then it'll make for a crap sounding like a solo bend or whatever. Like it just holds the tuning better, it's easier to tune, and like and at least I can still do like with dive bombs and stuff like that as well, because although you can block a tremolo off and stuff like that, you can't really bend them back. So it was a cool little investment for me, and I'm glad I did it. So yeah, that's all of the specs on this guitar. I'll go through a few sounds and stuff like that, and I hope that you like them. I'm basically just going to go through like more high gain stuff really, because it's not really like, I don't really use this guitar for like other stuff like funk or blues or anything like that, but you can get away with some good blues tones and stuff like that, so I'll show you, especially like having this little, you know, coil tap thingamajiggy here. So this is just straight up, we'll go with clean actually, we'll do a clean setting. That's the neck pickup, coil split sort of stuff going on here. So yeah, that's what the clean sounds like. Nice clean tone, and to be honest, that's not what I use it for these days. I just use it for when I'm fucking around playing thrashy stuff on here. This is just a high gain setting. I'm doing it all through the R-Type Nolly X plugin, and yeah, this is kind of like just a 5150 sound. and there you go. That's what it sounds like. It's like I love like the rhythm sort of punchy tone that I can get out of this guitar. Like when I'm fucking thrashing it about, it just sounds ace. Weighted body of what it's got, the brass block, and just these nice DiMaggio pickups. Like it's just got a good punchy high gain sound. But yeah, those are some lead tones. They're very, very nice. This sounds awesome. I can do this. Pretty fucking gnarly. So I've just loosened this nut here, and I was just talking about the tremory earlier on. Let's hear. So I'll do this. It's still in tune, which you don't normally get on a Floyd Rose. But yeah, anyways, that is my Ibanez RG blah 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 number guitar. And yeah, I love this guitar. It's something I've not really gigged with at all, but I do love playing it, like in here, playing along to Metallica and Maiden and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. Have you got one of these guitars? Let me know in the comments. Are you a fan of Ibanez? Do you like Floyd Roses and such? Let me know. But yeah, thanks very much for taking the time to watch this video. Really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. And if you enjoyed the videos, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm not really well prepared today. Really not. So this video might be a bit of crap. Anyways, no, thanks very much for watching. Much appreciated. If you want to see some other videos, there's some Instagrams, shorts, all that sort of stuff. Somewhere. It'll either be over here. It'll probably be in description. There we go. Bye!